Hello, Jekyll Knight here. I figured I'd make a video blog, and I don't know what the YWC would think about this, but this is a frustration I've had in 2007 when I stopped watching wrestling. For those of you who have been subscribed to me for a long time on my main channel, you might know that I am single. I do not have a girlfriend. And I've had a little affair here and there, a couple, I'm not a virgin, just because I know people ask that every time I bring this up. But I have never been in a serious relationship. And I was getting pretty close around 2007 because I put all my effort into trying to find a girlfriend. But I also did one thing. I stopped watching wrestling. One thing that's, and some of you that watch me have, girlfriend, wife, But for me, it's kind of like that nerdy thing, especially back in the day, if you're like a comic book nerd or like a, video game nerd, it was hard to get a girlfriend because they thought that was nerdy. It's like, why don't you grow up? And, I don't really like comic books that much, but I do like video games. And I like wrestling. How many women would, I think that, being a wrestling fan probably hurts my chances of finding someone. Because I really don't have a lot of luck, And I'm not going to throw away wrestling because that is a part of me. I stopped watching 2007. I wanted to grow up, But I loved wrestling, and it's such a passion that I always come back to it, Even though that time took about almost 3 years. Part of the reason why, I made the decision to get rid of my cable, or DirecTV at the time. I figured I'm going to stop watching wrestling. I'm going to grow up. I'm going to show Lady what, But, one of my constant things is, I'm 30 years old. I'm going to be 31 next month. And not having a relationship and liking shit like wrestling, What are my odds of getting into a fucking relationship? It's kind of, one of these personal issues I have. It frustrates me. It's, I know if I do find someone, I'm not going to, act like a fucking badass, dude. I'm a badass. I'm going to punch motherfuckers in the face and stuff, and put on a fake persona, and then find out, and then be real afterwards once I secured, a good few dates and a friendship and a relationship. I'm not going to be, completely open, but, I'm not going to hide the fact that I love wrestling. I collect DVDs, I collect video games, I collect CDs, I like to listen to music and stuff. Video game collection, if you've seen on my main channel, I have a shitload of fucking old school cartridges. And I do have videos on this channel, at least one recent one where it shows my wrestling DVD collection. But I always have that kind of thing, I always feel bad for liking wrestling because I know that's probably not going to get me laid. It's not going to get me a relationship. And I know a lot of people out there have a relationship and they're going to think I'm a fucking idiot. And you have every right but this is just one kind of a jaded perspective that doesn't really have any validity to it. Valid. Is that even a fucking word? I don't know. I'm just rambling. But I don't know. I always have that thing that, I just need to get rid of all the nerdy shit, get rid of all the stuff, especially a 30-year-old watching wrestling. What are your odds of, hey, baby. And the thing is, women, I want a real man. And it seems like women always fall in love with jerks and assholes. And these jerks and assholes don't even have jobs half the time. I mean, not to offend anyone that doesn't have a job, because this economy fucking sucks. But shit, I've had a job since I was 16 years old. I've had multiple jobs. I've had jobs overlap. And I make a good wage. My have a good credit score, don't have a lot of credit card debt, and you think that someone that's, can pay bills on time like me can find a girlfriend out there? No. And I know I'm not as ugly as I say it. I'm always saying, I'm so ugly, that's why I wear a mask. But, yeah, a lot of that's kind of gimmicky, but I know I'm not super fucking Tom Cruise and shit, but I don't know. And if you look at the YWC, how many females are in the YWC? Not a whole lot. I know April Moore is... Who else? See, so many guys, I mean, I met a lot of really good people in the YWC, and, I work, trying to build my legitimacy level in the YWC by cutting a lot of the comedy and trolling, which I do every so often. It's fun. But, I met a lot of really good people on here. But one of the things that, eventually I want to try to find a girlfriend or a wife or I don't know. Am I wrong for thinking that I should not like wrestling because it's not going to get me a girlfriend? And keep in mind, I do YouTube because I'm single and I have a lot of free time. If I had a woman, a wife, a kid, a family, I probably wouldn't be doing this. But, yeah, I guess I'm a little bummed, kind of been depressed lately. It's the reason why I haven't been recording a lot of videos. What do you think? Do you think I'm an idiot? Leave a comment. And if you do, it's your opinion. I'm not going to bash anyone for anyone's opinion. Because this is like a kind of a rant with not a whole lot of facts. Just, I don't know. Kind of like my old mindset. Like, I need to stop watching wrestling so much and going out and socializing with people. Going to bars, going to clubs, going to friends' houses when they have gatherings, maybe doing other stuff. But, yeah, I just had to get that out of my system. I don't even know if I'll keep this up for that long. If it gets a lot of thumbs down, I'll unlist it. But, anyways, that's all for this rant, whatever the hell I decided to do. Jacko Knight, signing out.